I can't wait for the next episode of Kingdom because so far this season has greatly met my expectations. There is nothing but absolute cinema to look forward to, and without a doubt, cool ass fight scenes with questionable animation. Anyway, let's talk about the most important scene of the episode. Yotanwa, Yotanwa, Yotanwa. This isn't even in the manga, but let it be known that I am always down for an anime-only Yotanwa visual. The love for Yotanwa is clear. This season really is putting a lot of effort into her visuals. When a messenger arrives to relay the plan to Yotanwa, he can't help but blush. Bro's me. You can't blame him, she's looking way too damn good. The thing that gets me the most is her duality. How can someone so graceful and beautiful also be so ferocious? Her visuals did not need to be this damn clean. Tiny side note, it was removed from the anime, but I thought this moment should be mentioned because it was freaking hilarious. The messenger was simping like no other. I wouldn't describe Yotanwa as sexy, but you know what I would describe as sexy? The Figo King's voice actor. My man sounds amazing. He sounds tough. Might I say he sounds kingly. Alright, bad joke. On a serious note, the Figo King makes a great point. Despite all the tribe chiefs being ego itself, they all still choose to follow Yotanwa. Why is that? Because her might is on a whole other level. Boom! Instant upscale. I love it. And what do we have here? Another anime-only Yotanwa visual? Give me all of it. The funniest thing though has to be the Figo King saying that everyone's main motivation for fighting under Yotanwa is the hope that one day she'll fall in love with them. Can't say I blame her. That's real. Just when everyone thought the Mountain Army would be playing defense, instead they began a massacre. It's always a good day seeing Zhao soldiers get folded. Most people might think that the Mountain Army are nothing more but a bunch of brainless brutes. Our best girl Yotanwa is here to prove that theory wrong. If anything, Yotanwa shows that the Mountain Army also possesses fundamentals similar to the Plains folk. The first tactic she employs is a danai, or in our language, a feint. She's smart and a baddie. What more do we want? The danai is then followed up by the manai, or in other words, the real attack. So never let it be said that Yotanwa does not know the fundamentals of strategy. Seeing 3 of Yotanwa's big guns team up was epic. This is the Mountain Army's version of the 2008 Boston Celtics. Shunman isn't here because he's Rondo, the underrated one. I have to say the animation isn't the best and it's a little too censored for my liking. Not enough bodies being chopped up. The manga panel clears. I know the entire first half of this episode was pretty much all about Yotanwa, but now it is time for the Battle of Shukai Plains to begin. It is time for Ousen versus Riboku. I didn't expect anything less than aura farming from both sides. It is safe to say, don't hate me for this, that we're witnessing the biggest aura clash of the season. The battle is nearly upon us and it looks like the board is set. The hype here is unmatched. No wonder Shin was freaking out. Mouten is on the left by himself with only 5,000 soldiers. Looking at the board, the best matchups are going to be Mouten versus Kisui, Ousen versus Riboku, and Ako versus Choga Ryu. I'm expecting big things from Ousen's first general. I am sort of bummed that a cool Mouten moment was removed from the anime. This panel sums up perfectly what it means to start the battle. It's a glorious honor that's not to be ignored. The battle has begun and the chess match between Ousen and Riboku is already underway. The first move is made by Riboku, commanding his right wing to advance and take the bait laid out by Ousen. Kisui's 30,000 against Mouten's 5,000. Mouten wastes no time and immediately starts cooking. His first move is splitting up his already small unit into 2 even smaller halves. Using his half, Mouten begins tearing up Kisui's right flank. I like it, but in the manga, I admit he looks more cold, or nonchalant and stabbing multiple soldiers in succession. One-shot kills, and just like that, Mouten is already taking control of the left wing. He predicts Kisui sending out cavalry to pursue him, and so he retreats. What Kisui doesn't know is that Mouten isn't struggling to outrun the proud Rigan cavalry. He is purposely running away while staying close enough to keep them in pursuit. If only these proud bastards knew that Rikusen, the spear of the Gakuka unit, would suddenly appear. This is only Mouten's first bait of the day, one of the all-time classic Kingdom moments. Mouten welcomes Zhao's left wing to the hunting grounds, and now it's them retreating. Seeing his precious allies being cut down in such a one-sided manner, Bate can't help but ride out to their aid. Mouten orders a retreat for the second time today. Smart. After all, it would not be crazy to say that Bate is equal to half of the Kisui army's might. Just when it looked like Mouten was going to lose 2 of his men, in comes Kozen, the best adjutant by the way, with the second surprise attack of the day. Kozen's apology can only mean one thing: this was planned by Mouten once again, hitting us with the second bait of the day. day. Bate's head is now in Mouten's sights, or so we thought. He was not having it, and this episode decided to put their entire budget into Rikusen and Mouten's reactions. Why is the art so clean? The battle just started and Mouten already took out nearly 1,000 of Kisui's cavalry with little to no casualties. Remember, Mouten only has 5,000 of his own. That's impressive. It's insane how much Kisui respects him already. He does not take any chances and commands his entire force to face the right flank and take out Mouten. Unlucky for him, Mouten hits us with his third and real bait of the day. As soon as Kisui turned to his right flank, the Mako army appeared to hit their former front, now left flank. To make matters worse, it isn't a small detachment hitting their flank. It is a full-fledged wave attack planned all along, led by Ousen's second general. To think that the entire time, Ousen wanted the Mako army as his real left wing from the start. Cinema! And the battle is nowhere near the peak. What an amazing way to kick off the second half of Season 6. I will say, I can't blame them for the use of CGI when it comes to the sea of soldiers, but I can't excuse the times where the art style and animation is lackluster. All in all, this episode gets an 8 out of 10. If you made it to the end, thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you guys thought of this week's episode in the comment section below. Also, it would mean a lot to me if you guys left a like, share this video with a friend, and subscribe for another video next week.